Hey guys, Johnny Jenkins back with you. It's been a while. It sure has been a while since we've uploaded a video and whatnot, but we're out here just gonna do a little bit of pond fishing, and it's gonna be a fun day. I hope, hopefully they're gonna bite a little bit, and hopefully we can catch some on bed sight fishing. But we're just gonna throw around some soft plastics. Just got 2 rods, just gonna have some fun with it. So for you guys, I am alive, I am okay, and we're gonna be showing some videos hopefully here and there, and maybe get back into it heavy later on, but we'll see. But anyway, let's get to it, man. I'm excited about it. So we walked over to our first little spot, and I didn't see what I really wanted to see per se, and this should be perfect for sight fishing right now, and just some fishing too. The water's got, it's got a little bit of color to it for this place. The water, you see the water was extremely high from all these floods, and it washed up here. And I see one on a little buck, not terribly locked on, but he's pretty feisty. You probably catch him pretty quick. I'm just kind of looking around, and I didn't like what I saw over there, which is probably a good thing, because I haven't been down here and I haven't been fishing, so I don't really know for sure what stage the fish are in. The first wave of fish could have already done come up, but by the looks of it, we might have hit this thing just right. And the first good wave of fish, which is going to be the biggest ones and the easiest to catch a lot of times, coming on up. Over there, I didn't really even see beds fan. It's a little bit steeper over there, and typically, that's the second wave of fish, a couple weeks or a month later after they start. So this might be pretty good. It's got just a good clarity to it. Good enough for sight fishing, but also good for just fishing. And I'm just looking, I'm seeing some bluegill, which is a good sign. And this is perfect because the wind direction is coming from our left to our right, and it's blowing the pollen. You see the pollen line over there, and it's blowing the pollen from where I really like to do my sight fishing, which is over on this side. There's a little 10 or 12 incher with a 2-pounder, it's about a 14 incher with a 12 incher or so right there. 12 o'clock. One of them swimming that way, you might be able to see it, and then the smaller one's this way. But the little one, you could probably see him right there on that bed, right about 12 o'clock in front of us. We'll see how locked on they are, but over here to our left is where I really want to get, because that's where I tend to catch my biggest ones this time of year. 4 to 8. I've caught a 9 there before, so or 10 maybe. So we'll see what it looks like. The water's up a little bit still from where it should be, so it might make it kind of hard to sight fish on where they normally spawn, which is a bed right over there. Normally there's a little outflow pipe over there, and they spawn next to it and on top of it, and it's a little tough. I can't see it from here, which I normally can, and I kind of want to be careful to not fall in with all this crap, get stuck in the mud. Sun is popping through really good at the moment, gives me a much better chance to see. And normally through this little area, there'll be a couple beds, and then there'll be beds all through here, and then there'll be fish cruising all through here and hanging out, and even if they're not spawning, they'll be on that pipe. This looks good. I don't see one over there. I don't see anything over there because of the angle of the sun with the clouds. But I venture to say that there's probably a big one over there. I want to try and sight fish. So what I'm going to do, it's quite muddy over there. I'm going to try and get a different angle and see if I can see. But I have no problem with just casting over there blind, because I know where to cast. I know where they're at. I know where it should be. I sure don't see anything right now. Actually, I see the pipe. I can barely see it. And I don't see anything for sure. But I know they're going to be there. We're going to try and attempt sight. This looks really good, because this, like I said, it looks like that means they're going to be the first wave of them up, which is gonna be really good. So check back with you. Yeah, these fish, they seem behind. but it's definitely definitely getting there. These fish seem a little behind. A lot of times these fish will start spawning down here even before the pollen really gets going. So, oh yeah, got 2 little bass over here, kind of catching up and adjusting to what the conditions are, and it definitely looks really good right now in the fact that I don't think these fish have started spawning yet. So over the next week with this weather, should be pretty good. I got 2 of them looking at it right now, little ones, like an 8-incher and a maybe 12 or so incher. But they're definitely interested. I'm not sure if they're both males. I think with the right tactic, they're definitely pretty catchable. I don't know if I've got the right deal on right now, but definitely got them looking at it. And we're gonna definitely try to catch one of them real quick. Yeah, I think a drop shot would be really good right here with these fish. Right now I got the little male, little bitty one, looking at it seriously. I'm just barely twitching it on there. And these fish are kind of almost acting like they might have laid eggs real recent, because I don't know, I mean, he's just real, he's pretty darn defensive, even with not having a very good tactic. This isn't the best thing to be fishing for these fish with right here, but he is definitely not liking it right there. I'm sure you can probably see that. He is not liking it. So, oop, he's after it. He bit at it. Man, they're not happy at all. Oh, I think he's gonna bite this time. Close, real close. He bit at it. I think he's about to bite. He's super close now. I'm trying to kind of bump him a little bit this time if I can. Got him that time. Yay! I caught me one. I got him. Even with not having the best tactic, I caught me a 9-10 inch bass. There we go. Gotta love it. Doing a little sight fish. This just looks really good. Like I said, I can feel the water is, yeah, the water's a little on the cold side still. So these fish are just starting to push up here. But you know, and this technique with what I'm doing here, I just got this is a Zappu weighted jig head. It's just a good go-to wacky rig deal for me, to where I don't have to fish as slow. And but it's not the best thing for a pond like this. I just had to grab some stuff real quick and go, but it works. We'll get back with you. Ooh, yes, that's what we want to see. I got a pair on bed right here in front of me. I just walked up here. I just walked up, and I was casting all down through here, never had a bite. I saw a couple fish chase, and one of them looked like a pretty good sized wake, and it was definitely from, I see a female, probably a good 3-pounder or so, and then there's a little buck. I see their bed. They're probably going to be real defensive. Let's see what we can get. The female is sitting right off there. Her tail, she's swimming that way now. And the buck, I think, is right there. There's a female. I'm gonna try and cast in there. She just swam through. Oh, the male's all over it, I think. Oh yeah, my goodness, I believe he was all over it. If I get it on their bed, I think they'll be real defensive, because I see the real good clean spot. Looks fresh, and based on those other fish, it almost seems like they just laid some eggs over here. So these fish might be real quick to go. And there's a giant right there. Holy smokes, that's a giant. Oh my gosh, it's a giant. Whew. That's got to be a 5-pounder, at least. Oh my goodness, that's a big one.